Warning, 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 warning. This is a Emergency Broadcast. Code Red, hold on, Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Podcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Podcast. My name is Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. 234 episode. Now, what we have tonight is a lot of talking. We can talk about the Olympics.
Yeah, we could talk.
I've had one about that Olympics, and I still can understand the last one I was just watching a minute ago.
You just came in here.
I can't understand what this rule of this competition is about loops.
It's hula hooping?
Yeah, hula hooping. Hula hooping, I don't understand it. That's the first thing I ever heard of. We've seen some good karate choppers today, but and other things. United States made a $500 run on the 5,000 mile run, and came in third.
You're talking about the women's marathon.
That marathon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got third place in that. The U.S. did.
Yeah.
So a lot of Olympics we've been watching. It's been on lately.
Yeah.
The show here, Uncle the Podcast, Uncle the Broadcast, is live on OChelli.com every Friday night. And seeing as how it's live, we could get calls tonight, Uncle.
You got a call? Who's in? Who's on?
Well,
who's on the phone?
I don't think anybody yet, but if you want.
Oh, I thought you said you had somebody online.
No, I'm just trying to encourage people to do so. 319-527-5016, or through Skype, send a message to our producer, Chuck. He's Charles.Ocelli. Send Charles.Ocelli a message on Skype or call on the phone, 319-527-5016. We're here, Uncle. We're live. Friday night.
One little piece of clarity, Aaron. If you message me on Skype, I will call you into the show if you ask. That's the way that goes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Call Terry Chopcom, and he'll bring you in.
That's right.
Chuck,
he's the man. Chuck Ocelli, our producer.
Chuck will bring you in. That's all you had to say, sidekick.
That's okay.
One simple system. That's what you had to say.
Okay. I said it.
Hey.
It's done.
1, 2, 3, done. Boy, we got to have this man's talk about, man, Chuck. And still work on him.
I see that we do have creative accidents in the chat room. So
wait,
hello.
Chatty Accidents. What is your day today acting like?
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know what you're talking about.
He's over in the chat room at Twitch, because we live stream the video of this show on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter.
I sure would like to have him talk on a show. Talk on the line for once.
Call in to the show
at least for one time.
Yeah, maybe if you're up for it, Creative Accents, you know that you could call in at any time. So
see, I would love that, actually. It would be great to get Creative Accidents. I don't think any of us have ever gotten Creative Accidents to call in.
I want to get him on. I want to get him on and have him talk.
It would be good.
That's the thing. The first thing I wanted to talk about was him, because to get him to talk, to know what the heck's going on in that bouncing, drumming, sounding noise. All I'm hearing on my ears is going bang, 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 bang.
You're talking about the Ochelli.com chat room.
That chat room is going crazy in my ears.
Yeah, it does do that. So,
and I'm wondering if there's a way, if he in time to call in, just hang out to know what the heck the day was. That's all.
Well, there you go. So Creative Accents.
By the accidents.
If you ever want to call in, we would love to have you. You know the number. I don't have to repeat it for Creative Accents.
No, he knows the number.
He surely has it memorized, as we all do here. But if you don't, if you're somebody else, call in, 319-527-5016. Maybe you're catching this on Twitch. Let's see how many Twitch viewers we have.
What have we got on Twitch?
Not too many at the moment, but people come through and they see it. I gotta believe that some random people show up there. Oh, but Uncle, I know that. Okay, do you want to talk Olympics? I know that you're talking.
Well,
about
what was going since there's nothing else to talk about? Or what do we got to talk about?
Well, I do have something interesting that I want to share with you at some point.
All right, then let's see what it is.
You want to do that right now?
Do it now. I didn't know what was the plan of tonight.
Well,
that's what I would have put down.
I pre-recorded an interview with T. Krulos for the previous hour. But he can't make it on Fridays because he does these ghost tours, I guess.
Ghost stories?
Yeah, he does some ghost stories on Friday nights. But I did invite him to the Revolution. We might be able to have him on the show live before then because I think he's going to have a hiatus of his ghost tours in winter.
But wait a minute. Isn't that the other
All Hallows Eve?
Hallows Eve? He'd be in that kind of thing. So if you can catch him in a Halloween thing, maybe he would too if it's a Friday night parking. Because I'm sure that the Halloween and that particular broadcast that he does fits the description. It fits his schedule.
That you would think that during Halloween you'd want to be doing ghost tours.
Yeah, if that's good for him, I'll wait till October. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
if he wants to do that, let him know if he wants to do it that way. Welcome for that, because we'll be on anyway.
I think we'll be able to have him back on before the Revolution, and then he'd be a good person to have on the Revolution. So I did tell him about the Revolution, so not to worry there. Might have another guest for that. Everybody set the date for New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, I expect not just one, loads of callers.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't bother me because I know they're having a couple of drinks. We're gonna have a couple of drinks while we're talking.
That's the
I'm
idea.
Still trying to figure out this baby guy yet.
Yeah, Uncle. So, okay, let me run this interesting idea by you. Or this, actually, what it is, Uncle, is I came across some very important information online just before doing the show tonight, actually.
You found somebody?
Yeah, well, I was, playing around online as everybody tends to do. I was like, the thought struck me. It's like, I wonder if there's websites that tell you how much your website is worth, like the amount of money your website is worth, or the value of it, or whatever.
Who's selling the website? No.
Who's selling the website?
We're not selling it, Sal.
No, I'm not.
It's too exciting. What are you talking about?
Well, of course I'm not selling it, Uncle, but it's
the
more
way
like
you're saying.
It's
how you're saying it.
We got to track our investments, Uncle.
Well, what is our investments these days? That's what I want to know.
Well, we have a website, don't we?
Well, yeah.
UncleThePodcast.com.
Yeah.
I wonder how much somebody would pay for it if they could buy it.
I love this.
It's gonna be a high price if it is, though.
Chuck,
because the way I talk online compared to the way you talk about, ain't nothing compared to the way I talk on my line.
See, I love this.
Yeah, it is.
Uncle, this is a great topic because about this. It's not because you want to sell the website, right? No. But what would it be worth to sell the website?
A lot more than sidekicks. I'll tell you that for a comedy show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know it's comedy, but in a comedy, after you're talking, people would get a kick out of mine before they read one of his books.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, that would be the honest truth.
I got you, but you got to be careful about your website, Uncle, because at one point I had theocellieffect.com, and I lost it because I didn't renew the website. It was a whole thing. And then when I went to go buy it back, somebody else had purchased it and put a value on it.
Oh, no, this ain't for sale.
Yeah, no.
Mine ain't for sale.
I didn't mean to sell it either. I went back. I figured, who else is going to go get theocellieffect.com? Well, bad assertion on my part. Don't ever let your website lapse, because they'll take it and try and sell it back to you at a premium price.
Right where you see it on the screen. It's not moving from that spot.
Oh, I know, but if you don't keep up with your bills, I'm just telling you, Uncle, I had a little trouble with my bills, and if you don't keep up with your bill and keep renewing your domain ownership, you could lose it. And I lost it. Yeah, I lost it at one point, and This was many years ago, and this is how Ocelli.com came to be, because I just said, yeah, I'm not paying you guys for this. And, you know, because they wanted about $9,000. And, you know, my show wasn't well known, but I was like, $9,000? No. So Ocelli.com got started. Yeah.
But wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Don't we do this for, like, other things, for money, for value of, let's say, for example, yours,
Right.
you needed money,
Yeah.
and protest for a couple of dollars. Does that add to it?
Well, no,
I was wondering.
it's a whole strange thing as to what a website is worth. Now, today, if I go but this is how I discovered that this happens. If you didn't pay your bill and you let go of your ownership of UncleThePodcast.com, right? I could go and buy it. And if I buy it, now you got to buy it from me, don't you? So what happens is I can turn around and say, well, you want UncleThePodcast.com? I know it would have only cost you $20 to renew it yourself, but tell you what, I want $10,000. You can either buy it from me or not. Well, I don't know what the value of UncleThePodcast.com is. Maybe Aaron does, because he was doing some research, but that's the funny thing.
Research. Research here. What is it?
Well,
since you brought it up, let's get to the content of Sidekick here.
We will get to that. Yes,
and I would like to know myself, actually, because I don't even know.
No,
Creative Accidents is in the chat room. He's saying, first of all, he's here drinking Ukrainian beer. He says, I take a loan to buy Uncle's website. And he also says, I know Sidekick will lapse with renewal, and I will buy and do open box videos. I'll have 24-hour spinning squirrels videos.
I know he would.
So he's going to buy UncleThePodcast.com if we don't keep up with the payments.
Well, what's it do?
Well,
I'm listening to Sidekick. Now, what's it do?
You're getting a little worried about things now.
Now when you start saying selling, I want to know what's it do.
Well, you don't have to worry about it, Uncle.
Now you're saying nothing to worry about. But I'm still just trying to explain that he's saying this project, what you said, Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy it, and I can buy it, and this and that. But then why come to this conclusion? Is my point.
Well,
I'm just wondering.
I've got it on auto pay. Everything's pretty good. I've got enough money in the bank account that things should be pretty good. Everybody keep subscribing on Patreon.
Right.
Everybody keep buying Uncle the Podcast t-shirts, please.
That's what I meant.
We will be okay as long as that keeps happening. We're going to be all right. You keep the show going. You keep UncleThePodcast.com out of the hands of con men and grifters and people are trying to extort
there's your
us.
answer there.
There you have it.
There's your answer then.
Well,
you just told him. Told you.
No, I got it. Now I have mine on auto pay now, but this is how I learned to put it on auto pay.
Are you trying to learn it? Oh, I see.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying I made this mistake, and somebody tried to hold it, and say, okay, if you want it now, you got to pay me $8,000. Today, Ocelli.com is worth more than $8,000, so I got to be real careful.
Wait a minute. We're doing a profit of doing your shirts too. We're giving you the money.
Yes, no, you're helping.
That also goes to it, no?
Yes, sir. It sure does. That memberships, Patreon, just like you guys, I put it right in, so that we don't have this problem. But I'm just saying. If you don't, and it goes out there on the open market, you never know who will buy it and what they'll ask for it. But there's a way to gauge how much. Now, also, guys, I want to make you aware, you do have a caller on the line.
Oh, my first one.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, we better go to the caller, I suppose.
Let's get to the caller now.
We'll get to the value of UncleThePodcast.com in a moment. I do have that value, but let's go to the caller first.
Caller first. Where are you from and who's calling?
What's happening, guys?
Oh, Cooley's back.
Cooley boy, yeah. Matter of fact, let me tell you something, Cooley. They were talking about you tonight.
you guys doing
They
today?
were talking about you and your
Oh yeah.
the
tattoo came up.
tattoo thing.
The tattoo.
Sidekick here started talking about it.
Did I start?
You started it. You
Okay.
said, no, he's got a sidekick tattoo. You said it
Well,
in the
to-
birthday party.
the
thing.
topic
The topic came up.
of tattoos came up. I'm like,
Came up.
oh yeah, our friend is thinking about getting an Uncle the Podcast tattoo. What do you think about that?
Yeah. I don't
Cool,
know
huh?
what to say, but
Yeah, not bad.
That might happen Sunday, guys.
Sunday, that soon?
that you're putting it on then?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I
I
thought it was on.
See what my dude's into. If he's up for it, I'm down for it.
Whoa. You should make it a tie-dye tattoo.
Yeah.
I'll just
Put
have
some-
him, record it
Put some
and,
pink, put some white, blue.
Instagram.
yeah, post that immediately to Instagram.
Oh,
We're
you
gonna
put that on
see
Instagram. You want to see so many people going to look at that.
That's crazy.
Whoever can put a tattoo on their body, they're going to look at that. Hey, that's not an idea. A bad idea.
Cooley, I think you might be interested in this. We've been talking here earlier on the show about the values of websites.
Websites.
And the podcast website is unclethepodcast.com. Would you be interested in knowing how much unclethepodcast.com is valued at, Cooley?
Yeah. How much you think it is?
I say it's worth a net because he's awesome, just like Cooley Digital 5.0.
Well, how about this question? How much would CooleyDigital5.0.com be worth if I looked that up?
Let's see if it
How much do you think
that.
how much should it be worth? I'll say, how much should that be worth, Cooley?
You think it's over mine or over yours?
I think they should put me and Uncle on the Walk of Fame.
Well, if he thinks that, then I think it's more expensive then. What do you think?
These websites can get costly.
I think they are. I have a feeling it's gonna. I think between me and his, I think we could make that kind of way.
Why don't we look these up? So
Go ahead and look it up while we're talking about
I
it.
used GoDaddy.com because there are a few of these services that I found when I did the search, but GoDaddy seemed like the most familiar thing that I came across, and some other ones seemed a little, suspect. Like, I don't know about this. I don't know if you want to use this. But the GoDaddy is like, I feel like I can trust this. So what I did, it's domain appraisals on GoDaddy, and I put unclethepodcast.com in there. And the estimated value of unclethepodcast.com is
$59.
$1,159, Uncle.
That's not a bad day's work.
Not too bad, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the value of Uncle, or
That-
the estimated value.
The asking man.
It's like,
Well, what would be Cooley's while we're at it?
well, we could check that.
You want to check that, Cooley?
Yeah, Aaron, if you're doing searches on this live on the air, I would love for you to search and see what mine is estimated at,
his
too.
too.
Yes, well, so the second one we'll do right now is, as per request, is Ocelli.com. I'm going to get the value. Oh, look.
Oh, look at his.
Estimated value of
Holy
Ocelli.com
moly.
is $1,083.
$83. That's yours.
Chuck, you're coming in just under unclethepodcast.com.
Just under me.
Just
Yeah.
under.
Now-
Holy moly! I mean, I'm ahead of you. That means I'm ahead of you.
Now I got
let's see
a funny thing to say after you go through a couple other appraisals because I'd love to know what Cooley 5.0 is worth
Yeah, that's
and
what I'm waiting on.
the age of
Waiting on
transitions as well. But I got a funny little quick thing to tell you about the values of websites after you give these appraisals. So far, UncleThePodcast.com is worth more than Ocelli.com, according
That's
to the
unusual.
GoDaddy appraisal. But don't hold to that number, Uncle, because
I'm not. Because
no.
I'm worried about Woodley over here. I'm
Yeah.
worried about what his is going to be in a minute.
Oh no, I want to know all of them because I'm going to tell you something
Yeah.
about how that number may not be what the market value is in a minute. But go ahead, Aaron. Tell us about these other websites too, so we have and
Six?
see if anybody
okay.
can.
Okay.
Beat me already.
So you can tell that Uncle is excited because
He's
I've
over
just
me.
looked up theageoftransitions.com.
Oh, yours.
Uh-huh.
Theageoftransitions.com is coming in at $657.
Was that more or less?
Cool, Uncle, you beat me by a
Way-
healthy margin there.
Way less.
That you? Man, I'm telling you, comedy shows goes.
Apparently.
I'm have a feeling comedy shows is the top seller,
Mm-hmm.
or would be. What's Woodley?
Yeah. Cooley.
Cooley's?
What
What?
URL should we look up? Should it just
Yeah.
be Cooley.com, CooleyDigital.com? What are you thinking?
What are you thinking here?
I think it should be Cooley Digital 5.0.
Cooley Digital
You're
50. Okay.
Okay, put that down.
Cooley Digital
50.
50.com.
.com.
Go value. Oh, estimated value less than $100.
Holy moly!
I'm
I'm leading.
Okay, I have one request from the chat, and we're not going to
Go
look
ahead,
up.
chat.
We're not going to look up everybody's websites, but
Oh no!
I am curious about this one, and we'll take this as the only request from chat to look up a website, blackopradio.com. Look up that one because there's a long-established website there. I mean, that's been around since, 2001.
That
So
should be over. That,
just
okay.
$11,000?
And so you know, I just looked up CooleyDigital.com. That's actually $657.
oh,
So the Cooley Digital 50, a little less, but Cooley Digital
dude,
has some value to it right there.
Okay.
So
yeah, it's a little
blackopradio.com
Black Op
Yes.
Radio.
is $1,314. That's it.
Okay. That's
Is that
now
more or
these
less?
are all nobody is above 1,000 and change that we looked up. Okay.
No.
Right.
No.
And Cooley 5.0 less than $100. Cooley Digital worth 600 and something. Age of Transition 600 and something. Uncle above mine by I don't know $50 or so.
Oh, yeah, 1,159.
59.
No, that's all interesting, but
What now?
What was, and I'm going to offer you guys to take a stab at what the recent offer was to purchase Ocelli.com and my archive.
it's the archive.
There was.
Oh, you actually had somebody do that? Somebody want to buy your website?
Correct. My
Somebody
website
wanted to buy
and
you.
the show, along with the rights to everything for the next year, and the website, all of that, control of it. And there was an offer made, and some people might think I'm crazy, but I did not engage in deep discussion on it. But
Well,
any idea what the general number was?
what's him?
Yeah, well,
you
as
say?
Cooley said, that would be crazy to entertain that. I mean,
I wouldn't try to touch it. If it was me, I wouldn't even touch it.
yeah, but
I
let's
wouldn't work
take a guess. Let's see if we can guess what the value is. I'm gonna come in at $15,000. That's what I'm gonna say. That's my guess. Uncle, do you have a guess?
20,000. Give or take a 20,000.
Okay, I'm 15. Uncle's 20. Cooley, do you have a guess
do you
how
got a
much
guess?
Ocelli.com was offered? The purchase value offered to Chuck was?
10.
10? 10, he say?
Did you say the same?
I think he said 10.
10.
10,000? Okay.
10,000.
So 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 we have as guesses.
Yeah.
Chuck, would you care to divulge what the sum was that you got offered?
Yeah, slightly north of 110,000.
What? $110,000.
Correct.
110,000?
But that's my whole archive, which was up to just about 2,000 shows when the offer was made,
Even close.
and the website controlled the name, everything.
He was.
Whoa.
Woodley was closer than me.
Could you tell who it was? Or was it somebody like doing it through a proxy or through a lawyer or something like that? Or is it somebody that clearly you knew who it was asking you this?
No,
Yeah.
I do not know the actual money man behind it. It was done, through a lawyer.
Got
Oh.
it. Yeah, of course it was.
Of course, it had to
Yeah.
be a lawyer.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it always
It goes into the lawyer, then it goes to the courtroom. You know how that falls apart.
Yeah, and in the chat room here, more from Creative Accents, he's
What's he
saying
saying?
if someone does buy website, how much Uncle would want as salary to continue to broadcast? More than Seacrest?
Oh, yeah, over him. Definitely over him.
Yeah.
Cause I'm really working on him yet. I'm still working on that dude.
So
That dude is not even on the New Year's Revolution thing. Yeah, how I'm doing more than the New Revolution thing. The people just go on the phones.
yeah, so I mean, I know that it's Ocelli.com, revelation through conversation, but this is quite the revelation here, Chuck. That is a serious sum, and
Yeah.
it really goes to show that this idea of equity is there. And I've always viewed doing these shows as like an investment of sorts, and not even really monetary.
Actually,
But I guess it's that as well, which you wouldn't necessarily guess is the case, but I guess it is.
Yeah, and I just want to point out that, look, if Uncle's base evaluation is higher than mine, there could be the potential for somebody to offer more than, obviously I got almost, 90 times the value according to GoDaddy was offered to me. Who knows? Maybe somebody would offer Uncle $100,000. I don't know. I don't know how that number was arrived at or anything else. There was a consideration to consider being employed by my own website for the next year. That was an additional consideration where you continue to do the show, but the trouble is, and some people are like probably thinking to themselves, "You're insane. Why didn't you take the money?" Well,
question to ask. What are we going to do with the money? It only does goes into the bank. I wonder what I need it for. Anyway, I'm retired. Actually, this whole thing for me was I was doing this for one of my hobbies.
Yeah.
I started this thing for a hobby. But look how far it's gotten.
right.
People have gone crazy. And it's crazy to sell it at this point because I've started it in Orange, having it this way, but people go crazy. And I tell you, they sure will miss the New Revolutions if it ever did sell.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same.
They're all going to be sorry if it ever happened.
This is
Yeah.
all quite fascinating, I have to say, and
I mean,
surprising a bit.
Well, see, but
I
the
would
thing
say.
is, Uncle, if you sell out to somebody else and they've got control of it, even if you're still doing the show, now you've got a boss. You see,
What?
now you've got a boss. See, that was what the problem was for me. Is that look, now somebody is going to tell me what it is I can and can't do. And I couldn't agree to that under any circumstances. And it's not like it's about the monetary. I mean, I can use $100,000 for sure.
Well, everybody could use the money.
But no, it just that's the problem for me.
Oh.
So I'm wondering.
Cooley, what do you think about all this? What are your thoughts on all of this talk here?
I'd rather be my own boss. I can do what I want. I don't need someone breathing down my neck.
That's my point. That's what I was going to come to.
I am
What he
strong.
said.
I'll just go home and set them straight and then be out of job, I guess.
Yeah,
I can rep and step and have another one.
that's right. That's right.
I got everybody.
Things always seem to come together, don't they, Cooley? Things seem to work out at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like his idea. Keep it to yourself. It's more like says just keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
In running it. I mean,
Sure.
Oh, you've been wearing the shirt out and about? Is that what's going on?
Yeah,
Oh, sure.
and the boys.
and the what?
Everybody stops and asks us, "What's this on for the broadcast?" I'm like, check it out, look it up.
Oh, that's the way to tell them.
Did I send some of those business cards to you? Those little paper cards with the shirts, Cooley? Did I send you those?
One of them.
Oh, I need to send more.
Send more to him.
I can mail you some of those, and then whenever anybody asks you, like, check out this. This
Yeah,
gives you all
give
the
him
links.
more. Give him more. Send out more to
Yeah.
him. I mean, we got a whole box of those
I
suckers.
stuck your sticker on my stereo.
Oh.
Yeah, my boys love the tie-dye shirts.
Cool.
Oh.
Very cool. Very cool.
I'm wearing mine tonight.
Yeah, Uncle's wearing his shirt right now. Yeah.
I wear it on Fridays.
Well, Dallas is, and so am I. Arabella said if you guys send her one, She said, "Can they get a tie-dyed pink and purple?" I said, "Probably."
Yeah.
That's her favorite color. And turquoise.
Turquoise, yeah. Oh, yeah, turquoise we can definitely do.
His wife wants one.
Pink we can pull off. Purple we can pull off, yeah.
He wants
possible.
His wife wants one, you said. Right?
Daughter.
Daughter wants one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I definitely have to get you some cards. I don't.
Yeah,
I forgot to send you some of those.
You weren't ready to take out that package.
I guess not.
You weren't ready.
Yeah.
You had more stuff to put in it. I had figured, Sidekick. You not doing the mail properly. Have you checked the mailbox lately?
Yes, I did.
What do we got?
We got a return on an Ocelli shirt, but it was just the wrong size that had gotten
Return? What return? Who returning my shirt?
It was an Ocelli shirt, but it was just a size goof up. But we fixed that. Everything's all good there. If all this shirt talk, the Uncle the Podcast shirt is available at the website, unclethepodcast.com. We've got the Ocelli shirts. We've got the Age of Transition shirts. So get those today. They go to support the show and keep the show out of the hands of those greedy people that would buy it up from under us. Yeah. So there you go.
Well, I had something to say about it.
You do?
I would, because it's my show.
Yeah.
Isn't that true, Chuck?
Why you got any ABTV stuff?
Well, wouldn't that be true, though? Wouldn't we?
Wait, what?
No, not you. I'm talking to the guy on the phone. Sidekick, slow down.
Okay.
Really? Would you think that wouldn't be true?
Would that not be true, Cooley?
Cooley.
Right?
I think it's true.
Oh.
I like it. Yeah, it seems true. I think we're getting onto the right idea. Is that we keep the show in our own hands. Apparently, it has value.
It has value. No, that's a good idea. We found out what it's valued, so now we're keeping it.
Two rebels.
Two rebels. Yeah.
Pink rebel.
Yeah. Do you talk about us, Uncle?
Oh,
we're going against the grain.
That's not like That's not like black
roses.
Black roses you're talking now.
Yeah.
There's no black roses.
We're rebels too, because you guys are part of it.
Yeah, we're rebels.
That's right.
Man, every time I listen to that guy, I think of black roses now.
Yeah, now we know. Yeah, and if you want to call in, you can call in and join all of us, 319-527-5016. Just want to remind everybody. I'm seeing not too many viewers on the live stream video, but I do see that we tend to get quite a few views after the live show goes up. People keep watching it, so that's cool.
Do we have any out-of-town callers tonight, Chuck?
Yeah, who we got listening to the show? Can you see anybody there, Chuck?
Well,
from other countries?
Taking a quick look at what we got at Ocelli.com, which doesn't count toward Twitch, because that's separate. But what do we got? Let's see. The Ukraine, we have France, we have Canada, we have many listeners in Texas.
Yeah, that's the usuals. They're my regulars.
Many
in Texas, yeah.
Well, you got more listeners in Texas tonight than you usually do.
Those are my regulars.
I wonder, because I got a hold of some people through Twitter. I sent a message that were based out of there, I think. I wonder if they're checking in, see what the show is all about.
I think so, because I see Houston, I see Fort Worth, I see San Antonio, I see all over the state, quite honestly, and I'm pretty sure I know who's on there from Houston, but yeah, some of these other states, parts of the state, excuse me, I'm not even familiar with being on your show usually.
Let's get these guys on the air.
Yeah, sure.
We'll find out who they are.
And there's a couple of people that it just says Texas, by the way, where they don't give me a town. It's just somewhere in Texas. Yeah, Texas, United States. Yeah, there's about 10 of them there in Texas right now, which is an unusual number. Yeah.
Cooley, what's up? What's going on over there?
Is that where all your exes are from, Texas?
Most likely, that's where they're coming from. Most of them are coming from Texas.
Your exes, Uncle? You do have a couple of those, don't you?
Oh, my exes?
Ex-wives.
Oh, you talk... No, they're one in Florida, one in New Albany.
Albany, New York?
Well, there
Up in
is.
Albany?
That's the two.
Okay,
there-
not
That's
there.
what you're asking.
There is an Albany, New York listener. There's also listeners
There
in
is?
Michigan.
Oh shoot! Why did I ask? Why did I come up with that?
There is listeners in Michigan,
I would like to
Massachusetts,
know who that guy in Albany is. I
California.
wish he'd call.
Nobody
I would
from
love to know who that is.
Yeah, nobody from Florida on the show, but let's see, Ohio, Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah.
Nobody in Georgia tonight. Let's see, Alabama.
Alabama.
New Mexico, Nevada, Washington State, Shelton, Washington specifically. Let's see. who
Oh, I know
else?
who's in Washington.
Yeah, I think
I
I know
know
who
that
that
is.
is. But even so, there's listeners all over the U.S. Only three foreign countries right now: the Ukraine, Canada, and France. Listening all
Oh
live
yeah, I
right
love
now.
my France. They're fighting in the Olympics right now.
They sure are.
I'm-
Fighting the good fight,
yeah.
the
They
sports
got
fight.
this sports fight they're going on. What I've been just talking about for a little while.
What event did you see France compete in, Uncle? What was it?
The soccer.
Soccer.
The soccer.
Okay.
The
Men's
soccer. I think volleyball.
Volleyball. Okay. Yeah.
They had this golf too.
Golf. I saw golf. was
Golf,
in there. Yes,
too.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Golf is over
Stuff
now, I
like
think.
that.
Yeah.
You have
Those-
another caller on the line.
Did you say we have another call, Chuck? Was that it?
Another call?
Yes, another caller.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
Uncle,
number 2 call.
we better go to this call.
Let's
don't you
go to
think?
caller. Who is this and where you from and who is it?
Oh, Jimmy James, how you doing?
Jimmy, great to hear you again. He was Jimmy was here for the Age of Transitions in the previous hour. He's back. Glad to have you, Jimmy. How are you?
Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
Oh,
Hi.
good. I had 2 questions for Uncle. Did he hear about Jetpack Man? And B, who does he think he is, the Jetpack Man?
yeah.
Jeff
Uncle,
Beck.
Jetpack Man. There's a guy with a jetpack flying around L.A. Have you heard of this, Uncle?
I heard something. You're
did?
right. I heard something. They were talking about how to fly him, and it's dangerous going by planes. I heard it. He was actually on the news.
Yeah.
They were going, but what are you laughing at, sidekick? I'm trying to talk.
Okay.
They had this guy flying near close by, and the plane's going over him, and it's just going on, and these guys are saying, boy, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
you hear
okay.
about that?
So Uncle did hear the news.
I did hear the
So,
news about it.
Unlike myself, which I missed the news.
He
Uncle,
missed the
So
news. He
this
doesn't
is
listen to news.
this is the
Okay.
part of the show where Uncle proves he's more informed about something than Aaron or me, because he knew
Correct.
about this
Excellent
before
call
Jimmy
there,
called in.
You're right on the ball there.
right.
You
Yeah.
don't listen around the world. What's happening around the world? All you're worrying about is your work and the broadcasting. You don't put things together.
That's fair.
Oh.
Fair.
all work and no play is what they
That's
say.
exactly. You gotta figure it out. Then when I have it all into the brain, I show it out to you on my broadcast.
Well, Uncle,
That's how I work my broadcast.
I see.
Now
that.
you see how I work
yeah, I
it.
get it.
Now he's finding out.
But
people.
Jimmy was saying, who do you think Jetpack Man is, Uncle? Who could that be?
It's a person. It's
Not
definitely a person. It's a person of
a dog.
no. It's
Not a
with a
pig.
2-feeder, not a 4-feeder.
What about a monkey, maybe?
No. It's a 2-feeder.
Okay.
They always are 2-feeders. They're going down. What?
Yeah, Cooley, who do you think it could be?
Who do you think it is, Cooley?
Could it be a Sasquatch?
Oh, yeah, maybe it could. They look like humans.
Tell you something, Cooley. I saw a commercial about that. He was wearing shoes. That's Sasquatch. I saw the whole name in the bottom of his feet, but I didn't see his feet. But the skin. It was a Sasquatch.
we're getting some activity again in the chat room. We've
What
got
do they want?
Creative Accidents is saying, Uncle, if you had a jetpack, where would you fly?
Not by the planes.
Not by the place.
Somewhere low. Low level.
And we've got Alternate Current Radio. Hello there, Hesher Spore, Alternate Current Radio. You're in the chat too. Good to have you.
Who's Chat Radio?
We're talking two feeders. We're talking Sasquatch. We're talking Jetpack Man. We've got Cooley. We've got Jimmy online. Jimmy, you're here with Cooley Digital 5.0. Did you know that?
Did you know that?
I did know that, but
You did?
his website's only worth $50, you know.
$657 if it's CooleyDigital.com.
Now wait a minute. What was his? Sidekick?
Well, his is the same as the ageoftransitions.com if you
Yours?
spell it the right way. If it's CooleyDigital.com, it's $657.
Oh.
As is the ageoftransitions.com. But you start jumping up high in price when you do UncleThePodcast.com.
Mine's higher.
Oh yeah.
No, on top of
Very valuable.
everybody valuable.
1,000.
Believe me, people, it's not going to be sold. Don't think about it.
It's too legit to quit, you say, Cooley?
Yeah. Hey, Franz, I think you should bring the ADTV flag out and put Uncle on it.
Yeah, I should get like an actual flag made in those colors. I've thought about doing that, actually. That'd be like a flag maker make it with those colors. That would be really cool. I might do that one of these days.
And then put it after you put Uncle the broadcast, put Don't Tread on Me.
Oh, what?
Nice. Yeah. Get the classic "Don't Tread on Me" image on there. Yeah. What do you think about these ideas, Uncle?
Yeah, it's only if your wife lets you have to fly it. That's the big problem, because his wife does not let her mother fly a flag.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking. Good luck for that.
See, Mr. Artist, sidekick there, you need to get on putting the Gadsden flag alongside of the Uncle graphic. See, that's what the problem is. And quite frankly, I know a place where you can get those flags done fairly inexpensively. So,
nice.
I can't get the
Talk on
t-shirts
air
done.
later on and talk to him.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Because it's going to be interesting.
We might need one of them. Yeah. Where we're going, we're going to need that.
The way we're talking tonight about all this, how much is this and how much is that, and now this. What is tonight? Tonight is talking about something, and we're still talking about something.
Yeah.
This is never dull. My show is never dull.
That's right.
I can get started on something and continue the whole hour.
That's right.
That's what I mean about my shows.
We got another idea from Creative Accidents. He's saying,
What's he saying now?
He's saying, hey, let's order temporary ink Uncle tattoos.
Ink tattoos?
Temporary tattoos, Uncle. You know those ones you kind of like, on the piece of paper, you put water on it and it comes off, it stays on you for a couple of days?
That I can handle. Since it's not in the blood.
I'm getting the real deal.
But I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that in a wheel like you do.
Yeah, Cooley's not going temporary. He's permanent.
No, he's a permanent guy.
Permanent.
No, Cooley is a permanent guy. He won't do that. I know him now, since I've been talking to him for a while. I know him. He won't do that. But for my sake, and where my blood is, that would be good for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yes, it would be, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Franz, I got another idea for you.
Okay.
Like, I'm going a little famous with Cooley Digital. Break out them old pictures back in the day.
Oh, like the pictures of us back in Ohio? That, like photos, videos of us you talking about?
All right, get back to the photos. So I think you got a job to do.
Remember when I was digging, wearing that Abercrombie and Fitch, and
oh yeah, Ty was taking those photos. Or was that Ty taking those photos?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I wasn't there for that, but I do recall him. Yeah, he had you wearing Abercrombie and Fitch clothing, and it was like, it was kind of like the idea was, what if instead of their current marketing, they had Cooley as like the model wearing the clothing, and it was what, you were digging a hole? What were you doing?
Digging a hole with this shirt on, I had the Woods ball gun. Chick, I think Rocco Socco's pictures of it.
Okay. But that was the idea, right? That would be like an Abercrombie and Fitch marketing campaign, those photos?
I'm not real sure, bro. But I'm sure that would boost up Uncle some more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would. Yeah.
I really boost him up when he meets the legend. Cooley Digital.
Yeah, yes, indeed, yeah. Yeah, well, maybe I'll have to dig up some old photos and see what we can find and
put that on Instagram too. Oh yeah, no. Now I'm really get into something.
Yeah, we're definitely getting into something.
People be talking more on that.
Yeah, I think we're all over the place here. Jimmy, thank you for bringing up Jetpack Man, because I learned a lot from Uncle because of you did that. Do you have anything else on that, on Jetpack Man? Did we miss anything? What else is going on with Jetpack Man?
Yes, I've been developing some leads. I have a viable suspect for Jetpack Man.
Oh, here you go, Uncle.
Jetpack Man.
Who do you think it is?
Oh.
Robert Downey Jr.
I was going to just say that.
That makes sense.
Hey, you guessed what I was going to say.
That sounds likely, Uncle?
That's likely I was going to say.
Okay.
Man, ain't picking my mind out today.
Yeah.
This guy.
He's got the money, and he's got the the background.
Yeah. Plus, he's Iron Man already, right? And that's
yes, he's Iron Man.
He played the Iron Man character in a movie.
Yeah, that movie about the friends and what they call them, the
Avengers. The Avengers. You mean
Avengers? That's it. Do you know about that? New ones are coming out now. Any come soon?
There's new Avengers movies?
Hear anything about it?
Well, there's
new Avengers.
There's some Disney Plus series that are around the Avengers and stuff like that. I don't know about brand new movies, but Marvel continues to make superhero movies, so who knows?
Yeah, I'm into those kind because the thing goes on my show. These are what I've been watching. I'll tell you, this is what I've been watching lately. Is these things, they have a comic on it. They start with the program with the comic strip. I've been watching those kind of movies.
The comic book movies. Yeah,
comic book movies.
Well,
they start with them.
There's a lot of those movies. They might be the only movies that are around anymore.
They are. Like. It sounds like it. They are.
They might be.
On Netflix.
Yeah, they're on there.
They're on there. I actually am playing one that I already watched.
Mm-hmm.
S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Saying S.H.I.E.L.D. wasn't bad, but...
I've heard of that one.
That's a good one, but I'm watching it again.
Okay.
I'm watching it again, but that's a good one.
Have you seen The Punisher, Uncle?
The Punisher?
Yeah, that's my favorite, The Punisher.
I couldn't find it.
It's on Netflix, just so you know. But great 2 seasons of The Punisher, I think.
Okay, so they did that well then.
I'll look that up to see probably the next one I'll find. Mm-hmm. I'll look that up. But I do them in the what I do is I watch them and they do series of them.
Yeah. Cooley, what's up over there?
What's up over there?
I say let's make a movie of all of us together.
Yeah. Maybe we could get actors to play us. That would be a lot of fun. We could write a script about what we did and then have actors play us. That'd be fun.
That would be. Well, now we're talking. Now we could be famous. Now, sidekick.
Who would you want to play you in a movie, Uncle? If there was an Uncle the Podcast, the movie, what actor would you want to play you?
Very good question. I had to think about that one.
Okay.
Who is the funniest guy, would you say? I'll give you a hint. Who would be the funniest guy that would play me?
I think I heard Jimmy had an idea. What's your idea, Jimmy?
What is
for an actor?
For an actor?
Bryan Cranston.
Oh, Bryan Cranston for Uncle?
Is he a bad dude?
Sure, amazing actor. He assumes the identity of anyone he portrays. He's one of them dudes that by the time he was done, he would look like Uncle's twin.
Yeah, no, I got to agree with Jimmy on this. And Cranston, although he's not famously known for comedy, I think he could pull it off. Yeah.
I gotta see the picture of these guys.
He's the guy in Breaking Bad, Uncle.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Walter White character.
Oh, yeah. The one that had blue bald.
Yeah, the bald.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about now.
Exactly.
Him.
I think that would be an
I
amazing
can believe
choice,
that.
yeah.
I can go with that.
Could work.
It could work with
because
that.
in real life, he's not actually bald. But he was, because he had gotten cancer in that, so he lost his hair. So that was his character. So that's what he looked like in that series. Yeah.
What actor would you really be then? Sidekick.
What actor would I want to play me?
Yeah.
Gosh,
that's a good one now.
Boy, I'm having a hard time with that. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. Let's see. I'm going to the chat room right now. We're getting Billy Bob Thornton as Uncle, and we're getting I'm John Malkovich is what Creative Accents is saying. So I guess John Malkovich would be me. That's an interesting.
That sound like a good one.
Yeah, that could be fun. I'll go with that.
See, in the Uncle the Podcast movie, somebody might be able to CGI Donald Gibb for me, because I don't know of a current actor I would trust with me, but I've been told I look a lot like Donald Gibbs sometimes. You know, the guy who played Ogre in Revenge of the Nerds?
Oh, nice. That guy.
Yeah.
That guy. Nerds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
In high school, there were younger kids that started calling me Ogre, literally. Saying, yeah.
Oh, man.
That's funny.
Can you take a shower lately? Yeah.
Well, you know what? We're toward the end of the show, so I think I'm going to ask people if they want to do any. We're getting there, so I'm going to ask if people want to do shout-outs. Why don't we go to shout-outs, Uncle? What do you say?
Well, who got the shout-out? I know with the shout-outs.
Let's go to Jimmy first. Jimmy, is there anybody that you'd like to shout out to on the show tonight?
All the women I ever loved before.
Okay, that's a good shout out right there. All right, Jimmy. Well, thank you for calling in.
Thank you for calling
all the women that he's ever loved. Hello.
All of Jimmy's exes who might be in Texas. I love that. All of Jimmy's exes who might be in Texas, because we have a great Texas contingent tonight listening to the live show. There you go. Oh, wow. Okay.
Right, Jimmy, thanks for calling, man. It's been great to have you as always. We'll hear you again, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right. So that leaves Cooley, right?
Cooley, Cooley. Who are you going to shout out to tonight?
Pattern Stalker, and We Do It Outdoors. But the person I would have play me would be the real Slim Shady.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. I could picture him. That I could see that. I could see that happening.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Yeah. Even like you and him would be about match brothers.
What was that first shout out, Cooley? It's a YouTube channel, right? Why don't you give that out again? It's a YouTube channel?
It's a YouTube channel.
We Do It Outdoors.
Yeah.
And Pattern Stalker.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Pattern Stalker podcast, of course, our mutual friend Rocky Jones. All right, Cooley, thanks for calling in. Maybe buy that CooleyDigital.com and then resell it for $657. Make a quick profit there. That could be a good idea.
I missed the guy talking to us then.
Yeah. Well, you know.
I'll just get some. I'll just make it even grow more, Ron.
Well, okay. Well, buy it and make it. Yes. Hold on to it for a while. Grow the value, then sell it. That's what you do. There's a real investor on the line here, Uncle.
Yeah. Now you're using your head.
All right, Cooley. Well, thank you for everything. Keep us informed. If you get that tattoo, post in, let us know. And...
Oh, you haven't yet? He hasn't yet?
Not yet.
Are you going to try this Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's getting it this Sunday, Uncle. Yeah.
Oh,
That's crazy.
I didn't know.
Corey.
Well, he's yakking saying that you
Crazy.
gotten it. Now I don't know.
Oh,
We don't know.
yeah, it's great. Great to talk to you as always, Cooley. Call
you.
back
Call
again
back.
sometime.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Peace
Bye-bye.
out.
Good
You
night.
do. Watch out for those
Later, Uncle.
black roaches now.
And then, Uncle, do you have shout outs for tonight?
For everybody that is listening, and the special ones, you know who they are.
You know who you are.
The orange people.
Yeah.
That's all the shout outs. And so forth.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's those shout outs.
And shout out to Chuck. Tom Jones, shout out to you, Chuck. Doing an excellent job. I had to give it to him.
Chuck's doing a fine job.
Yeah.
Deserves a shout out.
Shout out.
I see Alternate Current Radio is giving a shout out to Ochelli.com in the chat room.
And everybody in the chat room,
Everybody in the chat room.
shout out to y'all.
Shout out to Creative Accidents. Shout out to Phase Shifter. Shout out to
You go.
Citizen GX. Everybody else who may be there. I'll shout out to T. Krulos because I had him back on the show to talk about his T's Weird Week podcast. So shout out to him again. I guess that's the show for this week. We're Uncle the Podcast live on Ochelli.com every Friday night. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Uncle Podcast. You'll find us there. UncleThePodcast.com. Uncle, why don't you?
And this is the last weekend of the exercise of the
Olympics.
I'll
So
let you all
watch
tell
those.
you. So everybody got a chance to watch them. Better watch them.
All right, that's the show, Uncle.
That's a show. Bye bye.